Tuned into the boom room, the livest show in fantasy. Yeah. Welcome to host Walt, Igler, Beat It Fantasy League. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, rocking with the best. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, roster is a mess. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, in it for the checks. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, in it for respect. Few things to address. G5 think he fly.
Welcome to the boom room. It's week 13. It's finally here. Without further ado, let's talk about what just happened. First up, TNT versus Body Bag. Man, this is a game that's it's been brewing all season to see this one. Unfortunately, TNT just didn't have it this year, man. Shout out to Body Bag, led by his special teams, giving them 51 points. You heard that right, 51 from the special teams. All around good game. Put 187 on TNT. Man, TNT don't have 200 scores on them twice. A being 87. You want points? Hey, holla at TNT and shit. TNT after the game said, congratulations, he was better than me. Good luck. Hopefully we can run the shit back next year. Boom. Now on 2, Lincoln Legends versus Machiavellians. The champs, they continue to roll with this one, making it 4 out of 5 wins. Led by Jacobs, Lockett, Watson, Tarren. Man, they all showed up for the Legends, who, if you don't look now, he's right in the middle of all the chaos. I feel like I jinxed Machiavellians. He lost 6 in a row ever since the committee said, look out. My fault, big homie. Listen, you can have some of this humble pie with me. We're going to chop it up on you. Now on 2, G5 versus the higher power. G5 coming off a tough loss last week. Needed a win right here to keep himself in the middle of the number 1 seed conversation. Would he be able to pull it off? Not so fast, my friend. The higher power, finally with his team healthy, put on a nice performance, led by Joe Burrow and his 3 wide receivers. Clean game. G5, tough loss. That's 2 in a row. If he doesn't get the number 1 seed, he's going to look back on these last 2 games like, man, he had control of his fate and he let it get away. Now on 2, whooping that ass versus Arizona Ryan. Oh, whooping that ass, blew the layup. Listen, this is why you don't want to play teams that's out of it late in the season. Aside from Peoples-Jones and Ingram, a plug-and-play tight end, nobody really gave whooping that ass anything, and he still had a chance to win the game. However, he ran into the A.J. Brown show. A.J. Brown, it was personal, and unfortunately, whooping that ass course some strays. Whooping that ass is not done, but he needs a lot of help. Much respect, Ryan, for playing it out. Now on 2, Jabronis versus Bread Inc. This is a good game. Based on earlier results, Bread could clinch the number 1 seed with the victory. Aside from Tony Pollard, everyone else underperformed, led by newly acquired Jalen Waddle, who basically laid an egg. So Bread Inc. left the door open. Would Jabronis be able to walk through it? Yes. Led by Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey, and the Eagles defense, Jabroni won this game somewhat comfortably. Don't look now, but Jabronis has a chance to win his division. Man, nice win, Jabronis. I see you. Bread Inc. He dropped a golden opportunity, but he still controls his destiny for the number 1 seed. Now on 2, the game of the week. Cajinos, Negro. Man, we couldn't wait to get into this one, but unfortunately, all the air was let out the balloon when Lamar Jackson got hurt. early in the first quarter with negative points. And 99 times out of 100, if that happens, you're going to lose. And Kajino's laws. Listen, maybe Negro is starting to catch some of them breaks that you need. Led by Gino, Negro did what he had to do, and he's alive for the number 1 seed. Man. This is why I love this league. This is why I wanted 12 good teams. We down to the last week, and only one team has officially clinched a playoff spot. 8 teams, 7 spots. Now, let's break it down a little bit. Let's start with the obvious. Bread Inc. He controls all the cards. If he wins, he's the number 1 seed. We done with it. We can just start talking about who else makes the playoffs. However, if Bread Inc. loses, then we have what we call chaos. And we're going to talk about the chaos a little bit. Look, these are notes from the commish. We're going to go over them with a fine-tooth comb. But right now, we believe this is where we stand. We're going to talk about Negro. Negro would be the person to beat Bread Inc. to cause the chaos. If Negro beats Bread Inc., he secures his division title. But unfortunately, there's so many different scenarios that we can't come up with it where Negro cleanly walks away with the number 1 seed. It's just too much. I'm going to go a curveball at y'all. You ready for this? Lincoln Legends, according to the numbers, has one of the highest chances to be the number 1 seed if Bread Inc. loses. Check this out. Lincoln Legends could be the number 1 seed and not win his division. I know y'all said, wait. Now, this is not real life. This is not the NFL. In our league in fantasy football, winning the division title only ensures you of a playoff spot. It doesn't ensure you of anything else. So theoretically, a team can lose their division and still be the number 1 seed. All right, keep up with me. Lincoln Legends. If he wins, and then there's a 6-way tie with 9 wins. So if we get 6 teams at 9 wins, and Lincoln Legends is one of those 6 teams, he will be the number 1 seed. Those words I thought I wouldn't utter a month ago. Shout out, champ. Let's take a look at G5. If he wins and both Body Bag and Negro wins, G5 is the number 1 seed. That cut and dry. Believe it or not, somebody under the radar also has excellent shot at the number 1 seed. You ready for this? Body Bag. Body Bag with a win and a G5 and Bread loss is the number 1 seed. What? Where the hell he come from? Listen, there's a lot of different scenarios, but basically when we talking about the playoffs, there's 2 teams really for last spot. That last spot is going to come down to, and this is if Corey wins, because if Corey loses, then we already know the 7 teams because everybody's in front of Corey. But if Corey wins, the only team that really affects, believe it or not, is Negro. A Corey win puts Negro on a hot seat. So here's what Corey would need to happen in order to secure a playoff berth. He needs to win, of course. He needs Jabronis to win. He needs El Cajinos to win. He needs Lincoln Legends to win. He needs Bread Inc. to win. If all those things happen and Whipping That Ass wins, he's in and Negro would be out. Woo! crazy, right? Listen, that was just a little tip of the iceberg. It's so many more things. I will say this. Jabronis and El Cajinos, there's no path to the #1 seed for either one of those teams. Cajinos has the tiebreaker, so if he wins the division. If he loses and Jabroni wins the division. And mind you, winning the division only guarantees you a playoff spot. Good luck, man. Can't wait to talk about it on the Smackboard. Now on to the game of the week. The game of the week will be every game with playoff implications. We're going to go through them all with a fine-tooth comb. Oh, I'm so disappointed I can't be a part of this. Listen, all the 8 teams for 7 spots. Good luck. Can't wait to talk about it next week. And a boom.
In it for respect, few things to address. D5 think he fly, he the Jets. Always #1, the opposite is Seth. Put JR in body bag, I must confess. Some owners play checkers, Cajinos play chess. Me, T, and do really like Clay, Dre, and Steph. Don't do too much talking, they still wanna press. The main ones just talking, they team don't impress.